Welcome back to another episode of the Chat Fam. I am Oya. That kind of hurt.
I am Sam.
And I am Emiza.
Yay!
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. I liked the elongated I am. You guys followed in tune. How are we, guys? How is everyone feeling? You know, we've got lots of things to look forward to now, but how are you?
Yeah, one more day till we're free.
One more day.
By the time this episode launches, I think we'll already be out and about. Sydney's finally free.
Yeah, mate. So get in there, guys. Have your certificate in check. We just got Sam to pull hers up because she got vaxxed ages ago.
I can't pull my shit together, my own shit together. Apparently.
No, and she just put it up now, but yeah. Get your vaxxers ready, your certificates ready, sorry.
Yeah, vaxxers ready. You gotta start vaccinating people. Yeah, you get vaccinated. You get vaccinated.
You know what? No, okay.
He just like jabs them in the neck and runs off.
Imagine. Oh god.
Oh shit.
Well, you know what? Today I thought, because we're going back into the world, you know, we're going to start interacting with people face to face, and I'm someone who I feel like I can be really awkward, and I think especially like coming out of lockdown, I feel like I'm going to be even more socially awkward at times. But that will be the topic for today. It's awkward moments. You know, there's moments where you're about to fall asleep at night and you can't because you're thinking about it, or you're in the shower and you think about it. Oh my God, that happens to me so many times. But yeah, I thought it would be funny to talk about those. But like, to start it off and kick it off, I thought specifically Indo situations, right? So you guys have a think and I'll bring up a couple that I've thought of. So for me, I know I always find it awkward if you have to leave like an Indo thing early, or if you arrive late, because you have to like go through everyone and salam everyone. I hate having to do that, especially if you're not with your family, if you're like by yourself. I don't know if you guys have ever arrived at that, but yeah, worst feeling. Can you guys think of any like specifically only Indos would understand kind of awkward moments?
I don't know, but when you were picturing that, when you were explaining that, I was picturing like something like Aldi's house and having all those shoes outside. And having to like climb over all those shoes, get in and like make way through every single person. So through the living rooms, and then like usually all the ibus are like in a circle, so you have to go through all of them, and then you end up having to salam your mum, and then she's like, where have you been? And then you go upstairs. The worst thing is when you arrive when there's salat. When it's like Maghrib or something, and you're trying to get through the house. It's like, do I wait here or do I go in? That's probably the worst. That's the worst timing, when you have to arrive at an event late.
I think also like who's gonna start getting the food first? Like you usually have to wait.
That's a good one.
Like the food's prepared and ready to go, but no one doesn't want to go first.
I think for us ladies, it's fine because the men always go first. It's like bapak dulu.
But us guys, we don't want to go first. We're like, we don't want to start. So yeah, like usually the oldest usually start, then it goes trickles down. But
that's an interesting one. As in, there's always an order to like who gets food.
Yeah.
Just on like the both of yours, right? I even thought of times, I think it's happened to me where I've come like when everyone's praying, but I'm kind of hungry, and I can see the food, so I low-key just want to grab something to quickly eat. That's so bad. But I mean, yeah, I feel like, hey, you're laughing because you can relate, bro.
Yeah, it's so true. Go for the batzel.
Yeah, while everyone's salah. Oh man, that's bad. Another one that I don't know if Mirza can relate to this one specifically, because I was gonna say, Sam, when like you greet ibu, like Indo mums, how do you normally greet them?
I just go up to them and salam them and be like, oh, assalamu alaikum. Tante, and then they'll make some of the times, a lot of the times they'll make a remark about your appearance or your relationship status as well.
True. Yeah.
But it's like there's some points as well. It's very awkward sometimes because we greet differently, like when you kiss each other on the cheek or when you salam and stuff like that. Like sometimes you do it once, sometimes you do it twice, sometimes even 3 times.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna bring up. The awkward. I always find it so awkward to do 2 or 3, or like
Yeah. So like the cheek is like it's like this with my mic.
Yeah. So if I don't know, if audio listeners, it's like, yeah, a kiss cheek. I don't know, but not like with your lips, just like your cheeks.
Yeah. You go cheek to cheek.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the butt cheek, the face cheek.
What?
Imagine. He's like,
that's terrible.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I always find it awkward when I don't know whether to do 2 or 3, or if you go for the 3 but they don't, so it's just like, oh, okay. You have to step back,
and they pull back, and you're still holding the hand.
Yeah, oh man, it's so awkward. And then like even same if, because I wear glasses sometimes, and if the Ibu is wearing glasses, our glasses always knock.
That's so specific.
So specific.
Yeah, but does that happen to you? It happens to me all the time, and I hate it.
No, it does happen to me, especially when I wear glasses. But it's so
like
specific though. Yeah,
you hear them knock.
That is really specific, man. You them knock together. Oh man.
See, I'm an overthinker, and this is what happened. Another one I had written down is like at Indo gatherings when you start a conversation with a parent, like I always find it awkward to how to end them and then go away.
Yeah, to move on.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how to end convos with like Indo parents because I just want to like escape.
There's always a lot of times when I'm like talking to someone, and this happens so like now that I'm thinking about it, like you two would want to go somewhere else and you're both just standing there with food in your hand looking at me as I'm talking to someone else, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I'll try, and like I'm about to say that I'm gonna go, and then they start on something else and you guys are just like, and then you end up turning around and just eating while you're standing.
That's so true.
Oh man, I miss those times.
I know. Even like picking a place to eat, like to sit and eat. I find that sometimes you're always like, we don't know where to go. Just like looking around. Oh God.
There's so many people in one house, so we always end up like, if we don't have enough space, we just find a corner and sit on the floor, really.
Yeah. Oh man, when are we going to be able to like have that many people, like no cap pay on household meeting?
Hopefully by next Ramos, as you like to call it.
Inshallah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I had another one. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this. Waiting for the toilet at an Indo gathering. Have you guys?
I'm getting a headache from laughing so much.
Like, I find, when you're about to go to the toilet and then you notice that it's locked, or even if it's the other way around, if you're in the toilet and like someone wants to go in, do you guys find that sometimes like knocking on the door is not enough? They will attempt to open
they'll attempt to open it.
The door?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because it's
like no sense of...
Yeah, like for the audience that's never been exposed to like the Muslim/Indonesian culture, there's always like one point where everyone needs to use the bathroom to pray. Because we need to wash ourselves, and oh my God, sometimes the bathrooms get so wet. It's like bloody Indo again when you use the bloody gayung to shower. Goyang is move. Gayung. It gets so wet. I just can't.
Yeah.
So chat.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Not the best.
I feel like I was gonna say Mirza could relate to this one highly, but not really. I was just gonna say, like, having to explain who you are. So for example, you see an Indo parent you recognize and you go up and say hi, but they don't remember you. So you have to say, oh, I'm such and such, like daughter of this and this. The reason why I say Mirza is because one time he referred to his own mum as Tante Ida. So we just found it funny. But yeah, have you guys ever experienced that?
Like, when was this?
It's for me, it's the opposite. So usually the family friend usually have to explain who they were, but I was like a little kid, but I don't remember them. So
yeah, true.
But they know who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Actually, I've experienced that too. And they say the most weirdest things. Like, I remember when I used to wash your butt when you were a kid.
Yeah.
What the heck? Okay. Yeah.
Like dulu disuapin tau nggak? Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like the weirdest like memories that they will bring up. But then like on that as well, I always remember when I don't remember. We're lucky because we get to say tante and om, but it's like when you don't know like a tante or om's name, you don't have to say their name.
Imagine for like people who don't refer to like everyone as auntie and uncle. Like how that'd be really awkward if you don't remember. It's like, and you are?
Yeah, it's like, hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey, Bob. Hey,
Bob.
John. I don't know.
Yeah, it is true though. How would bullet people?
It's a good cop out for us. We can just say like, hey, tante, hey, you never need to learn anyone's names.
Yeah.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. I guess that's one perk that saves an awkward moment. Yeah, can you guys think of any more, or shall I move on?
Awkward moments. I don't know. It's just mainly I think just the interactions we get when it's like a big gathering. Something awkward always has to happen.
Always.
Like for instance, like when you're salat, like awkward things that happen when you're salat. Like people like someone farting or something like that.
Oh my god.
That happens so many times, so many more times than you think.
Yeah. I also find it funny and it's really bad when praying and like a little kid will just stand in front of you and stare at you. Yeah. That is the worst. That's really
Or if
bad.
a kid starts climbing up on someone's back as their sujud.
Yeah. My nephew does that a lot.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of like specifically awkward moments that happen in Indo, but I couldn't really think of any. Like the most I've ever experienced is like when I'm out shopping and someone comes up to me asking if I need help. I never know what to say. Like I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't think of any.
My Bahasa's not as bad as Mirza's, but for me, like there's been a lot of times where I get the words mixed up. So I don't know if I've told you guys this story before, but I was at a salon and I was with my sister and my cousin, and I'm there by myself with the hairdresser, and then he goes, oh, what do you want to do next? So he's cut my hair. My hair's a bit wet from the spray thing. Washing. I don't know what it's called, washing or whatever.
Yeah.
You know how they spray your hair and they cut it, and then they're like, oh, but what do you want to do next? And I'm like, oh, Mas di keringetin dong. Keringetin. So keringet means sweat. I'm trying to say kering, which is dry. Like, can you dry my hair? So he's looking at me like I'm a total idiot. He's like, but what are you saying? And I'm like, keringetin my hair. And then he just looks at my sister. My sister's freaking cracking up laughing because obviously she knows what's going on. And then I had to explain that my Bahasa's bad because of it. It was just so embarrassing.
That's so funny.
And yeah, Nadia always brings it up every now and then. Have I never told you guys that story?
No.
Oh. Well, yeah,
recently?
Stuff like that. Yeah,
recently.
Not that recently. No. I think I just finished high school.
Okay.
One of those big trips. Yeah.
Oh,
what a chat, right?
Mate.
Yeah, mate. How about you, Mirza? How's you with your Bahasa? Like, have you had any awkward moments?
I was gonna mention one. So
yeah, let's hear it.
So you know how when you go to Indo, the first thing you need to do is get a massage, right? So my family booked in a massage day for us. So we all went for massages and we got our own like Musura, I guess. Is that the name? And I got my own one.
Masseuse.
Musura, I don't know. But so basically what happened was I got ready, I lay down and
Oh no.
I don't think we told him that I couldn't speak Indo.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So he was just speaking Bahasa to me, blah blah blah. And all I could say was like yes.
So embarrassed. You were by yourself, right?
No, I was beside my brothers. So but I don't want to embarrass myself because I had to pretend like I knew Bahasa. So obviously I didn't want to be stupid. So I just kept saying, I kept nodding, like even though I was on the ground. And I kept saying yes, and then I think he realized that I wasn't understanding what he was trying to say to me.
Yeah, right.
So I said to him very quietly, Bahasa, no. And then I kind of started laughing a bit, and then he started laughing a bit, and then he kind of understood, like, yeah, I didn't understand what he was trying to what he was trying to say to me. So yeah, it was a awkward experience, to be honest.
Oh my god, Marissa, why didn't you just say it from the start? Or why didn't were your brothers within earshot? Could they have heard you and helped you out?
No, I don't think they heard me, but because you know what's stupid in Indonesia, like if you speak English, they'll charge you a fee.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is annoying. So I try to avoid speaking English at all, but I had to because he didn't understand what I was trying to say.
Oh my
He kept
god.
asking you questions. Did he ask you any more questions after that?
No. I think he knew basic English, like this is like, is it hard enough? And then I was like, yeah.
Okay.
I give him the thumbs up. So it was just so awkward because he kept speaking on Bahasa to me. I'm like, I don't understand what you're trying to say to me. Are you trying to speak to me? I was like,
no.
But I kept ignoring him, pretending that I was enjoying my massage. But he kind of realized, like,
you were like in agony, in pain. And it was like,
how long was this going on for?
It went for like an hour at least.
Oh my god.
But I had to speak English. But at the end, they charge us a fee. Okay,
they did.
Yeah, they did. Like we did extra work to speak English. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god! Was this in Jakarta or Surabaya?
I think it was Jakarta.
I'm
not too sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, advice from Mirza: if you guys go to a massage parlor in Indo, try to only speak Bahasa.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to just like awkward moments in general, right? Hoping you guys will probably have more examples for this. But what made me want to do this topic is because I came across a video of a guy talking about like obscure awkward moments that you never really think about. And then one of them that I laughed at so much, because for me, I know I always find it awkward, is like when you're bowling and that walk back after you've bowled your ball. I find that so awkward. I don't know if you guys do. I hate it so much. Do you guys find that awkward, or is it just me? And that guy?
I was just giving shit to Oya just before this episode started about planning a bowling night.
No, it's never happened.
I know what you mean, though, where you bowl and then you're watching and then you turn around and everyone's looking at you, and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
I hate it.
That's so
or
funny.
like, I know I also find it awkward when the people next to you who are bowling bowl at the same time you do. I tried to wait until they
what? That is very specific. I don't. That's not awkward for me. That's like I just said like walking back, but bowling at the same time.
What the hell?
I find it awkward. I try to wait till that person goes first, then I'll go.
Why?
Um,
Oh,
another one. I find, okay, we haven't experienced trains in a while, but there are so many awkward situations that happen to me on trains. I hate it so much. So like the first one is like when you're standing on a train and you're holding onto the pole and someone accidentally holds your hand.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Or like you grab the same time.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you guys?
Yeah, for sure. And like when you're standing there on your phone and you're holding and you're trying to act cool, well, not act cool, but like act normal, and then the train suddenly stops and then you like tumble.
Oh yeah, yeah,
that
happens to me. That's the worst balance. What
hell.
about you, Mirza? You catch the train a lot too.
Yeah, I do, but I do find like other awkward moments, like when you're like walking and there's someone in front of you, and then and then it's like you try to speed up, but they're speeding up as well. I'm just like, wow, I'm trying to go around you.
Yeah.
It's just like, but you don't know if you need to speed up or if you should overtake them. It's just like oh, it's so awkward.
That's true. It's like driving, kind of. As in, like, you don't know whether to go in front of them or not.
But then again, at the same time, you think about it, and then it's like maybe they're thinking like I'm trying to stalk them or trying to like follow them. Yeah. So I try to overtake them as soon as possible. I just find it awkward.
Yeah. I also very much so question people who, on trains, like they choose to sit facing everyone. I hate those people. You know what I'm talking about?
When they choose to do it, yeah.
Yeah, like when you can clearly switch your seat to the other side and they choose to sit.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a really busy time and then it's like the seats with the three, well, you could fit 3 people in one seat. And so there's like 6 people facing each other at once.
Yeah. I hate it so much. I don't get why people like choose to do that. Terrible. But yeah, can you guys think of like any specific awkward moments you guys have experienced? Any social situation?
There's always going to be an awkward moment. I think because I'm just an awkward person sometimes.
Same.
Like sometimes when like you hate yourself for saying the wrong thing. Like I remember when I was meeting someone for the first time and then they were like saying, oh yeah, nice to meet you. And I said, thank you. And I didn't say anything else. And we were just looking at each other because we were shaking hands, right? We were just shaking hands. It's like, oh yeah, very nice to meet you, Samara. And I'm like, thank you. And we were just looking at each other as we we're shaking hands. I'm like, oh shit. Is that what I really said? And he's just like, oh, and he let go of my hand.
Yuck.
So yuck.
Oh God.
Oh
yeah. Can you think of any, Miss?
The only one that comes up in my head when I was working at Zara, and when you're working retail, you just become very robotic and it's become very repetitive. And I was still serving a customer as a cashier, and then I wasn't even finished with the customer yet, and I already said next, please.
Oh, why? Wait, so you were serving this person, and in the middle of serving, you said next, please.
Yeah, I was meant to say like the cost of the item, but I said next, please instead.
What did the person say?
I didn't say anything. It was just looked at me strangely. I was like, oh, I mean $5.90.
Oh my God. Like a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah. Because I was looking at the next customer. That's why I said next, please. But I
that's what retail's like though. Like you've got like your script in your head that you're always rehearsing every single day.
Exactly.
No, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think a very common one, just going off what you said, is like saying the you too, and it's kind of what you were saying as well, Sam, like saying thank you but not really meaning it. Like I came across this meme once where it was like the cash register saying to the person, like the person working, says to the person, oh, your receipt is in the bag, and then you say you too. But it's like obviously it makes no sense. But that's happened to me so many times. Like people saying hope you have a good meal or whatever. And you're like, oh, thanks, you too.
That happens to me all the time. You know what always gets me? Freaking Oporto's drive-through. Every single Oporto's drive-through always starts with an automated like message saying, hey, welcome to Oporto's. Shouldn't be too long. We'll take your order soon or something like that. It's always an automated message. And I always reply to it. I'll be like, yep, no worries. Take your time. And I didn't realize this happened for years as I've been ordering at Oporto's. And I didn't realize until Beck was in the car one time. And I said, yeah, no worries. Take your time. And Beck's like, Sam, you idiot. You know that's an automated message, right? You're not talking to anyone. And I'm like, what? You guys know that? Or do you ever you regularly go through the Oporto's drive-through?
I don't go to Oporto's drive-through, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, it gets me. Even to this day, I still reply to it because I keep forgetting that it's an automated message.
I imagine like someone listening if they were on the other end.
Yeah, like
this chick keeps saying you too, and no one's there.
I don't listen to you too.
You know what's an awkward moment? When everyone had U2 on their phone.
Yeah. I think it was for Apple people, wasn't it? Why?
Yeah.
Why was that a thing?
Was that a glitch or was that actually like a marketing thing that
I think it's definitely a marketing thing. But why U2 out of any I don't know, man.
No.
So weird.
I was gonna say I just find it annoying that it automatically plays in my car.
I don't think I've ever laughed that much in my life. Like that was I thought I was gonna like pass out.
Die.
Yeah, I started seeing stars. Like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe.
Same.
What was the song? Cry like a baby or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Sleep like a baby.
Sleep like a baby.
That's the worst. Yeah, download that song, guys, if you haven't heard it.
Oh, mate.
You know what's another one? I wonder if you guys feel the same. I always find it awkward at pedestrian crossings, like when you have to cross, because you do that little like jump run because you don't want them to wait too long. And it's like, I don't know. I just find it really awkward when cars let you go and you have to run.
Right. Yeah. That's very awkward.
You know what I'm talking about?
Sometimes when I see the pedestrian, I see the car come into a pedestrian crossing, I wait for the car to cross instead. So I slow down.
Yeah.
Me too. I'd rather do that than have them wait for me.
Exactly.
Yeah. I hate that.
Even when there's no pedestrian crossing and then the car lets you cross and then you ask them to go instead, but who's gonna go?
It's like no you.
Yeah, no you. Yeah.
Man, humans are weird.
Gosh. Humans
are just so weird.
Yeah. I also recently found out that I am incredibly awkward on elevators. Like Mirza would know this. Ever since work, I realize I'm really awkward. Have you been on an elevator recently, Sam?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Probably. Maybe. Yeah, like recently, of course.
I just like don't know like where to look. And it's like where you and like where you stand and stuff. Because you'll stand like when I walk in an elevator, I'll stand facing where the doors are. But some people want to stand on the side or like here or like, so it's like, it's awkward. You're both looking at the same thing. I hate it so much.
Oh man.
You wouldn't have, I don't think you ever were that awkward on it. Hey, Mirza, was it just me?
Oh no, it was awkward. I remember this one colleague, he just you develop friendships in the office space and you don't really connect with other people. This is one particular person where I was in the elevator with and we're trying to connect but we couldn't. So it was just awkward. And she was wearing headphones as well. So I was just like, hey, and we started talking, but it was just very awkward.
Oh no.
Really small talk.
Yeah.
Just small talk. But then we're heading off into the same office and we went our own ways, which is more awkward.
Oh my God.
It's like, thank God we made it to the offices and we can separate now.
Yeah.
We're not forced together.
Wow.
And I feel like one more I thought worthy of mentioning is, and I feel like you guys might have experienced this too, but when you're like in a loud environment and you're trying to talk to someone, and they're trying to tell you a story and they're about the second, third time trying to say it, and you still don't know what they've said. So you just give up. You're like, and then you just laugh.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times. It's just like,
are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Well, I'm thinking a lot of things right now.
I'm thinking about the time at the spot. Remember? Me and Mirza were at the spot one time, like the old school, the spot, like the OG one.
Yeah.
And you remember how their music used to be so loud?
Oh, yeah. And then it stopped.
Yeah. So we're trying to have a conversation, and then we're like, I really couldn't hear him. So it was like literally that loud, and we're trying to was saying some sort of story, and I was speaking so loudly. All of a sudden, the freaking music cuts off, and I end up shouting louder than anyone else around. And then people were just looking at us. I'm like, wow, thanks.
What did you say? Do you remember?
I don't know. I don't remember. We were just in the middle of the conversation. All of a sudden, the music cuts off, and then I didn't realize how much I was yelling. I was literally shouting at him. It sounded like I was
what
yelling
do you want?
Yeah.
What shisha flavor?
Yeah.
I'm also loving the fact because Oya knows my laughs and Oya knows my fake laugh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's this guy in the office who always tries to like crack jokes at Mirza, but I can tell Mirza's not really laughing. He's just laughing to not make it awkward. So he'll just Sam, I want you to hear the laugh. You'll know as well.
Yeah.
You'll be able to differentiate. You'll be like,
something so like
kind of.
Yeah.
It's like something like that.
Yeah, it's like not Mirza's
faker.
Yeah, but you need to be like nice. It's like, yeah, okay, go back to work.
Because if anything, if you don't laugh, it actually makes it more awkward.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's like retail every day. Like if these customers trying to crack jokes at you, you definitely have a retail laugh. If you work in retail, you've got the retail laugh for sure.
Yeah,
retail
That's
laugh.
True.
Yeah. How many the times I laughed at customers' jokes? So I was like, that's so funny. Okay, that's $500.
$500.
Next, please.
Next, please.
Oh, trying to get rid of it, mate. I miss retail, but I don't.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Adding my soul to it.
Yeah, you're doing it on behalf of us, mate.
Yeah, retail represent.
Yeah, shout out to all the retail workers out there, mate.
Yeah,
you guys will be back into work too. You'll start getting busy soon, 4 years. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll end it with Indo word of the day. So I didn't actually prepare one, but I obviously know what it should be, which is awkward. Sam, I don't even know. Is there a
is that kaku?
Oh yeah.
Is it?
I think it is. Yeah.
Kaku.
Yeah, say it, Mirza.
Kaku.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
If you're feeling a little bit kaku, then you know, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think you can definitely use it to describe someone who's awkward. You can say they're a bit kaku, but can you use it to describe like a situation? Like,
I don't know. Like, imagine you're having an awkward like moment, and then someone says kaku.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's such an ugly word as well.
It's such an ugly word. Kaku.
We should say that like outside.
Yeah, we should. That should be a thing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna do that now, actually. Even if they're not Indo.
Yeah.
Cool.
They'll be like, what? Oh my god. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Ready to see I'm awkward right now.
Right now.
Yeah. Get ready to experience awkward moments if you're as awkward as I am. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to us on Apple and Spotify, I don't know if you guys know this, but I think we finally hit like 1,000 downloads on Spotify. No.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah,
that's quite a big deal for us. So thanks for everyone who's been listening to us on our audio platforms. And also be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. But yes, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Oya.
Samara.
and I'm Mirza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.